Besties and Bubbles.
Welcome, Kimmy.
Cheers, friend.
So nice to be together with you all.
It is, and it's podcast day.
We very much enjoy this.
Adore.
We do. We really, really do.
We do.
We get excited about it.
Adore.
Yeah, we really love doing this. It's so fun.
Yes.
I know we say it a lot, but it's so true.
It's very true.
I saw something on the Today Show, and they were talking about something that you brought up to me before.
Ooh,
is
what was that?
How do your kids know, like, what a cassette tape is, or an 8-track tape, or anything like that?
I'm gonna go with no. I think they might know what a CD is, but definitely not like.
What about a rotary phone?
No, I don't think they know rotary. No, I'm gonna go with no, because like, how many times do we like? Man, do you remember like having to go? Like if you were dying like to order pizza or something like that, or even call a friend, it'd be like. You would try and force that thing back so fast.
Yes.
And it would never go back fast.
No,
Never.
You're right. You're right. You couldn't like,
No.
So there's a trend, Kimmy.
Ooh, okay.
That
I love a good trend.
The old things are coming back.
What's old is new.
What's old is going to be new.
I love it. And in this case, we're the old.
We are, but now it's going to be new.
It's going to be new. And we're like all on top of it.
Yes.
Because we lived it.
But I don't know if I'm on board for all of it.
Okay. So
are you really going to get... So cassette tapes are coming back.
I did know that. You know, who doesn't love a good homemade mixtape? Like, I feel like that was like, you remember when you made a mixtape for your boyfriend?
Yeah, but
that took so much time. Do you know how long you waited to hear a song come on the radio?
So
and you had it set with the play, record, and pause right there.
Yes.
So that you could lift the pause and get,
see, I enjoy technology.
I know, but we were technologists.
Is that a word?
Yeah, technologists. We were technologists
Kim,
before.
Is this like Tablescape?
Oh, basically, I actually have something for you to listen to because it was brought up again on the socials, but that's okay.
Yes,
Tablescape and technologists really exist.
A lot of people are talking about Tablescape, of our friends now, because of you. So thank you for enlightening us.
You're welcome.
So, all right, so that's really a word? It could be. It makes sense. I think that the younger generation, they didn't have what we had. And so now it's new to them, and that's why they like cassette tapes. I'm good skipping the cassette tapes. I'm not going to buy a cassette tape.
Well, I'm not going to buy one. But I'm just saying they're going to have to learn the rules of the cassette tape.
What are the rules?
Well, outside of making your own mixtapes, should that tape kind of come out of the actual casing? One number 2 pencil is all it takes to stick it in that hole and,
wind it back up.
So,
well, I think it's very interesting. In general, I think there is a lot of information that we have come across, mostly on the socials, and then also on a morning TV show that I think we both watch. Okay. Today they had on that landlines are coming back.
Wow.
With a cord.
What?
Yeah.
Like the long, okay.
Yes,
I
with
feel
the
like
spiral
you only
cord.
Had one phone in the house that had the long ass cord, which is typically the kitchen.
Yes.
Right?
Because you could, you'd walk around.
You walk around the corner if you want privacy or whatever, or hid in the pantry or whatever to take your call. Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
I actually,
it was on the news this morning.
I think for
and it had a kid on there with ponytails. I'm like, what?
For people that are raising their families right now, I think that's probably a good thing.
Okay.
It
gets away from the whole them wanting cell phones to talk to their friends. It's like, here's the landline. You can talk to your friends in the living room. And if you want
to go into the pantry and have some privacy, then go ahead.
Go into the pantry.
Maybe grab a protein bar or granola bar and sit down. That's what we did. You found a spot, you sat down, you had your snacks and your Coke and whatever, and
well, the other thing, I don't remember all that. We must not have
well,
had those kind of snacks. You guys had more money than us.
no.
But
just saying.
the other thing is they're getting kids and actually young adults are tending to do this too, getting the dumb phones or the flip phones.
As opposed to a smartphone.
Yes, because they feel there's less distractions than with all the apps and stuff.
I would agree. I actually think I want to get myself a dumb phone, to be honest.
Really?
Sometimes it's a little bit of an overload. I
Really?
mean,
Can't
I
you
know
just take the apps off your phone?
I could, but actually, you know what I do, and I know you freak out when you look at how many messages I haven't answered or whatever.
Drives me bananas.
I mean, there's a few things that but I don't know, app updates and everything else. I'm just like, So yes,
How many unread emails do you have on your phone, Kim?
I don't know. I'd have to check, and it depends on which email it is.
Well, your personal.
My personal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm going to tell you that I don't have any unread.
On
the
my
last
personal?
I looked today. Yeah, on your personal.
Oh, well, I have at least probably 20 on my personal.
Oh, 20 is not bad. I've
Yeah.
seen a much higher number.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had a chance to look at them. And obviously my work stuff, I keep
Work is
up
different.
with,
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
well,
so
it sounds like the trend is, at least with technology,
okay.
that people are returning to something that's a little bit more simple. What about this has been around for a while, Polaroid cameras. Well, my daughter asked for one for Christmas like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yes, and my daughter-in-law has one. I actually have a photo of like us. I have photos of my kids.
Can you believe that people are doing that when they have the opportunity to do video and edit and everything all on their cell phone?
Well, I think that it is the and I don't know, it'd be interesting to ask. It's just my own thought. The ability to have something printed out and physically touched.
But it's not even that good a quality.
I don't think it matters, because these kids, like Gen Z, has never really grown up with a physical touching photo. Right?
Really?
Well,
all my kids have scrapbooks. My kids are Gen Zs,
yes, but what
right?
I'm saying for them as young adult, like they're. I mean, remember how we took photos and then we had to go to Photomat or
send
the
them or
whatever.
Yes,
and then you'd have to go pick them up, and then you'd go through them all, and then you'd pick up the ones you like. Unfortunately, because you didn't know what was going to be on your little reel of film.
Yeah,
and then you paid for them, but you're like, this is a crappy ass photo. Why would I even send this to anyone?
That's back too. What? Actually getting film developed at the store, not digital, is actually back too.
Did you not have to take photography like in middle school or high school?
It was great. It was high school. It was so fun. I love it. I
remember
still
taking
love
it also, yeah.
But you don't know what it is until like a week later. Whereas now I could take it and be like, oh, wait, I got to sit up taller. I got to do it.
But it's an art. And
it's an art for me to look at immediately. It's the instant gratification that apparently is frowned upon.
Well, maybe this generation
is saying, let's slow it down a bit.
Yeah, slow the roll.
Because all those technology things are all slowing things down. You have to wait to see the pictures.
Yeah.
You have to, if you're not home, you're not getting the phone call. What, are answering machines going to come back now?
I mean, maybe. How about the memo pad? How about, when I first started working, and I would be out in the field because I was in sales, and I'd come back and we had our admin, and she'd be like,
while you were out,
here you go, Kim. Here's all your messages.
Remember, it was like while you were out, and it had the message, who it was, their callback phone number, what they wanted, and like specifics of what to call them back for. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd really want that, because face it, people don't even now want to like leave a voicemail.
I want you just to text me.
Yeah. But I'm okay if you call me and don't leave a voicemail. I just know I have to call you back. Like, I don't need if I have a missed call, that means I should call someone back.
Do you do that every time?
Yeah. I mean, if I know the person.
If I call you and I hang up and I don't leave a message and I don't text you, do you call me back?
Yes.
Oh.
apparently you don't to me. But
Well,
that's all right.
I'm just thinking, my son, Dean, kept calling me yesterday, and I could hear him talking. It must be in his pocket. He was pocket dialing me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Well, that happens, though. What if I just pocket dialed you, and then you called me? I'd be like, oh, I didn't mean. That actually happens to Tyler Gunn so many times. I don't know why my son-in-law. I got to text him, oh, I didn't mean to call you. For some reason, it comes up on my phone, and I accidentally call him, like, often.
No, I mean, but I feel like if I call you and I don't leave because we don't leave a message. If I need something,
I do kind of know your routine, so
right?
I know when you call me on your walk. So I do hit you back if I can look at your location and see you're still on the walk. Yeah,
of course. Yeah. But I mean, all right. So what else?
Okay, more than us. If Ben calls and doesn't leave a message, do you call him back?
Absolutely. I call all my children.
All your children back. Okay. Yeah. What about your neighbor across the street? He calls, it doesn't leave a message.
Like, I actually feel, okay, so this is interesting.
Okay. Like a neighbor.
Well, neighbor, I don't really call my neighbors. I just go over and see them. But I will say, my mother, whom I talk to often, if she's the only person I actually leave a message for on a voicemail, because I went through a period of time because I just don't leave a message. I feel like if you see I call you and you miss the call, you call me back. She'd never call me back. And I'd say, Mom, I called you. You didn't, like 2 days ago, you never called me back. She's like, well, you never left me a voice message.
I'm with Mom on that. If you needed something, you'd leave a message.
Well, you know what? Now I do. So I play her game. So
it's not a game.
Well, yeah, that's what she wants. Anyway, so like we were talking about things that from the 80s are making a comeback.
Well, not just the 80s, all sorts of retro things coming back. There is that commercial that is like the 80s. Remember the 80s? And,
right.
It's
like
on
people
TV,
actually used to like talk in person and like meet up with the
remember,
and it's like, hey, let's meet up at the park at whatever,
and he's
time.
It's like in 2025, people just look at screens and talk to each other on Instagram. The kid's like, what's Instagram?
Oh, we didn't have social. I mean, we would have never thought.
You never talked to anyone unless they were on the phone or in person. Those are the only two options.
We didn't have the internet.
There was no email.
It was a phone call or in person. That was it. Or by a letter. Remember we had pen pals.
That's also coming back is the mail service. Oh, Charlie's thrilled. That never left my dad. That's for sure. But definitely this whole technology and communication is back to landline. A trend. I don't know if it's going to stick around. And I think it's really for the younger people.
So that would be Gen Alpha. That's the
next Alpha is the one after. Yeah.
Or that's the
like
next
my grandkids are Alpha.
I actually think yes.
They're Alpha.
Your grandkids are Alpha. My grandkids are Beta.
Are they Beta?
They've just named that. I think it was 2024 is Gen Beta.
Mine are Alpha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of cool. Yeah. Back to start.
Yeah. Alpha dog.
So, because their parents are millennials, their aunt and uncles are Gen Zs.
The millennials, my kids are Gen Zs, and yes,
and then then we're back to start. Yeah,
but I find it interesting because even like fashion, right? So
totally back
and definitely with fashion, what is old is new, right? We've seen that anywhere from the 20s to 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s. That'll all happen and that'll all recycle. And that's kind of fun, right?
The bell bottoms are back and I'm so digging them.
But I love that when you either get something handed down or something that's vintage or, even if it's in the
vintage.
I know, but like eventually 80s wear is going to be vintage, right? Like I think the actual definition of vintage is anything that's 50 years or older.
But is it vintage if it's brand new and it's
the style?
It's at Nordstrom now.
The style
is vintage, but it's not your grandmother's. Okay.
Right. It's the style, right?
So, I don't remember. I didn't save a lot. Like I know my grandma saved like coats and stuff. Like
mine too.
I've lost prom dresses over the years. Things I should have saved.
You have purses.
Yeah, you have jewelry you're passing down.
I have jewelry.
But like stirrup pants?
No. Oh.
Do you know those are back?
They are.
Stirrup pants are back.
Like the Capizio stirrup pants?
Are they Capizio? Is that the name brand?
Don't you remember Capizio stores with the stirrups and the jazz
Babe.
shoes?
My family shopped at Kmart and Madigan's.
Well,
So
Madigan's,
that's it.
I remember.
Madigan's was...
They had those faceless mannequins.
Madigan's. Is that a thing?
I think it is. I think it is.
Oh my God, Kim. I don't know. A lot of mannequins don't have faces, right?
Well, I think
They're not supposed to have faces.
I think
So you're looking at
Madigan's
their
was probably
outfit.
one of the first ones, so.
Could be. That was like we were rich if we went to Madigan's, but we had like a certain dollar amount. But other than that, we shopped at Kmart. Blue Light Special. But anyway, stirrup pants are back.
I don't know if I can subscribe to that.
But the bell bottoms, I'm cool with the bell bottoms.
Oh, I love bell bottoms. I mean,
you have a couple actually.
and flare, like white flare, like that's fine.
I saw some like that. I was like, oh, I love them. Of course, once you click on one ad, it's setting.
Then
it's got big flowers and I love that look with just like a simple top.
Yeah,
like
that's cute.
Probably gonna buy one.
That's the 60s and 70s, or actually 70s,
that's 60s.
Yeah.
The also trend from 60s and 70s, I think that is coming back. Also, is that whole van life.
Oh,
peace and love. What
free
about
spirit? Yeah.
What about grounding?
Well, yeah,
that's a whole trend now.
That is a whole trend.
Take your shoes off,
like Mother Earth,
in the grass.
Yes. Yeah.
Feel the energy of the earth.
Yeah.
That shit's back.
We should become more connected with nature, to be honest. No.
But don't you, if you think that didn't happen in the 80s and 90s?
No.
To me, that was not.
You want to know why?
But in the 70s, why? Because of Nikes?
No. I'm going to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the invention of the Walkman. The Walkman was... Walkman gave you the ability to put on headphones and walk, run,
tune out,
go anywhere and tune out, so you didn't have to listen to people or nature or whatever. You could,
listen to music.
Well, at first it was just radio, right? And then it evolved to a cassette. Then it evolved to
a CD.
Discman.
Discman was called?
Yes.
Oh my God, Kim, that's so true. But I did
right,
it's
and
like
then it was an
my brain to remember.
MP3 player.
Yeah,
and then then it was the Apple Shuffle or iPod, and then a shuffle.
But the boombox was in there at some point, Kim.
True, but I'm talking about like when
were you like carried around a whole boombox like?
Well, that was a different thing, but I'm just saying.
Is that 80s, 90s?
When I'm talking more about like working out and stuff, that's what people were wearing.
But also just closing off to yourself, where headphones came. That's true.
Yeah.
And people still walk around like that. The people in the grocery stores and whatever still talk. They're talking to other people, just shooting just talking.
I know
it's not a business call, and I'm like, I think it's rude.
Or I remember, I'm more used to it now, but I remember when it first started happening, and I thought they were talking to me, and so I'd be like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then they wouldn't respond, and then I was like, oh. They're not talking to me.
Did you have your feelings hurt?
I mean, I was just like, oh, or like getting your nails done. Sometimes people will talk and then you're like, oh, that's not a conversation you're wanting me to engage with you on.
My nail salon has like a thing you could prop up your phone because I don't, but a number of people would be like watching like a video or a movie or something.
And
while
that's
they're getting their nails done. They're just checked out.
But here's what I will say about that. And I get it. Like if you're going to get your nails done, that's like your downtime, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
But do wear something so that the rest of us don't have to listen to your videos or your podcast or whatever. I will say I do think that is pretty rude when you are out somewhere and somebody has a video that's playing uber loud that you can hear.
Right.
It's like
or a phone call. They're on speakerphone.
Yeah, like
I think that's rude.
Yeah, just don't.
Well, I wonder who's coming up with this stuff. Is it Gen Xer saying, "Hey, this stuff is out of control. Technology, Instagram, overstimulation."
I don't know.
Is it the older crowd or is it the younger people going, "Hold on, this isn't good. Let's try something." To them, it's new. To us, it's not new. Do you know what I mean? To us, it would be like a cassette tape. It'd be such a regression for me to be like a cassette tape. I want Spotify.
pick
I want my
your
Apple
music.
Music. Yeah.
I would say, this is just a stab, that it's parents, right, that are raising Gen Alpha and Gen Beta now.
Okay.
That maybe had a taste, right? If their parents were
Yeah.
Gen Z
They're
or boomers, right?
yeah.
That they want that back because
Or they're worried about their children.
yeah. I mean,
I think that is fair.
I think it's fair. I think that because there's the, let's look at your kids and my kids. Like, your kids did not grow up with a device in their hand.
Right.
Okay.
They got it at a certain age because it was available. Right.
Right. So you remember when you would watch TV with your children. You would watch movies with your
The
children.
computer was in one room so you could see the screen.
And it was a family computer. That was it. You had that time.
The computer wasn't on your phone.
You still had a house phone. You had to remember your mom and dad's phone numbers.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
yes.
You had to do all that stuff. And now kids don't have to do that.
So those are millennials, though. Because Dean is like towards the end of millennial, but Brett is really Gen Z.
Yeah.
And the Gen Zs did, you know what I mean? He had a phone when he was young, and he's had the internet.
Right, but they didn't have a phone, like, not knowing what it was like to grow up without a phone is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm with you on that. That's tracking.
That's all I'm saying. I would say my youngest.
That's interesting. Then
my
it is
youngest,
the millennials.
who was born in 07, probably had a device. Not probably. He did. Not a phone, but he had his first iPad when he was 3. Okay. So those are kids that just graduated high school this year.
Okay.
So let's just put that into perspective.
Right. And he's Gen Z. Who'd you say? It's Owen? You're talking about? Owen is Gen Z.
He's Gen Z.
Right. So the millennials didn't have an iPad until they went to middle school.
And the older Gen Zs, because there's 8 years
right.
difference.
It is a wide range. Right.
It is a wide range. It's not to say that he didn't grow up with, family TV night was family TV night or movie night, and we had floor picnics, and we would do whatever. But I think that it's these kids that are just graduating high school and are in high school and middle school.
Yeah.
That I think millennials and older Gen Zs are thinking, well, maybe let's just get back down to some basics. Our thoughts.
Did you say that Owen was looking for like a retro shirt? Like he thinks that's cool.
He does.
So the fashion
fashion for sure. It was like MTV. I want my MTV t-shirts.
Like with the astronaut MTV?
Yeah, something like that. Or, Ghostbusters, or it's just something that was from movies from the 80s. Like, because let's face it, like you had t-shirts that were like that. Yeah. Right? So I think it's interesting. I think a lot of what the shoes. I mean, we're not endorsed by any of these people, but Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Reebok. I mean, all the shoes that we wore in high school are what our kids are wearing now, and obviously paying a lot more money than what we did.
A little bit more.
But literally, I was we were shopping for the other day, and I was like, oh my God, I had this pair of Nikes. This is like my first pair of Nikes. I was like,
really? Like you remember that?
I 100% remember, because that was a big deal when you got
a pair of Nikes. It was a big deal. I think shoes are still a big deal.
They are.
At least gym shoes are definitely a big deal. But like I heard jelly shoes are coming back too. I haven't seen them. Have you seen them in the store though?
I heard that. No, I haven't. I mean, I assume you could just get them online. Like, we didn't have online shopping. So, what did that look?
Anything online now.
Designers like Esprit. You remember Esprit? And
what is Esprit?
Esprit, like it was E-Spirit, but it was French, so it was Esprit.
I thought it was E-Spirit.
There you go.
I grew up in Bellows Park.
I love you. I love you.
What's his
cheers to that?
I thought it was E-Spirit. So E-Spirit, what is E-Spirit?
Esprit. It was colorful. It was a juniors line. It wasn't, and remember, like
It's
you had
coming back
a
to me.
juniors brand.
Oh my
Benetton.
gosh.
Benetton. That was another.
Oh, I love
brand,
Benetton was way too expensive for me
right?
when it was at Oakbrook, but I
Like
loved their clothes.
what is it? Colors Unite or United Colors or
Of
something like that.
yeah,
United Colors of Benetton.
yeah,
Yeah, right. So
Man, your
like
memory is good.
all that stuff is coming back. You know what would
Mhm.
be great is if like Calvin Klein jeans, like the actual retro, came in like a flare. Like,
Kimmy, you know you can find that.
I mean, like, but sell them in the stores is what I'm
Oh.
saying. You know, or Jordache.
Fashion we knew was going to happen. I'm surprised by the technology. I'm
Yeah.
surprised by the retro technology. My mouth did this morning. What? A landline with a cord?
Yeah,
Not
that
even
one,
a cordless phone?
yeah, that one's kind of
And it was a young girl talking on the phone, but I think it's like and it wasn't a rotary phone. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we're trying to like punish kids. You know what I mean? Like it was a press phone. And then, but the cassette tape we've talked about, definitely the Polaroids. We knew that. That's like a cool thing, I think.
It is cool.
I don't know how
I think it's
practical
like
it is.
vinyl. You know, vinyl.
Vinyl's
Vinyl's cool. I think
I don't think it
Polaroid
ever really went
cooler.
out.
No, but it made a huge comeback.
It did with actually buying
and
record
that was
players
millennials,
again.
I think.
Right. But record players, these record players that you could put a record on, but it also connected to Bluetooth speakers.
True. Which is amazing.
Because the vinyl does sound different, actually.
Yes, and let's face it, you know, even when we built our house, which was in the year 2000, we had to like get the whole thing fitted for speakers throughout the entire house.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that anymore.
No, that's also like you're streaming, like cable.
Exactly.
You don't need anything.
Yes, I mean technology is a good thing. So yeah, I mean I don't know.
The simple life. I think we figured something out talking. I think you're right about the millennials that kind of stood in the gap a little bit.
Yeah.
That they're like, hold on a minute. Now that I've got these babies, let's go back to simple life because camping is picking up, van life is picking up, a simple life. Not having streaming services and not having cable and just doing something just very simple
playing
like
games
basic.
And
game night is also a thing. Yeah,
I mean, and we've talked about that before when we were raising our kids because
we did it all the time. And then what happened to it?
Right. I think I don't know.
We talked about Bunko. Like I don't even know anybody who does Bunko anymore. Bingo's making a huge comeback,
Bingo's
but not
always
with little
great.
kids.
But
it's because you can drink now.
But how great is that, though, that then you can bridge the gap of generations?
Yeah.
You know, grandparents,
It
parents,
is uber interesting to me. It'll be interesting in the next 5 years what actually happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't really affect me because I don't have that age here, and I'm definitely not buying cassettes.
No.
But when the Christmas lists start coming out.
Yeah.
You know, just like I said, I've bought record players, I've bought records, I've bought Polaroids for my kids,
and that's just kind of something fun
to do. It is fun, and I understand, especially the phone stuff. I think we didn't have a handle on it. I think it got out of control with how much access.
It was a shiny new toy,
and
we didn't know what to do with it.
And parents wanted to be friends with their kids, and their kids wanted these smartphones, and so you gave it to them. But they had access to so much stuff.
Yeah,
and
they didn't know how to ever even.
And parents couldn't keep up on what those kids could hide with their private stories, what they were doing, talking to their friends, sites that were on, meeting strange people, all that stuff. Yeah. So I see taking that away and giving them a flip phone or a dumb phone.
But yet giving them I think that a little bit of autonomy, right?
Yeah, they can call their friends.
Call your friends. We don't want to listen to your phone conversation. But you don't need Instagram.
And right.
You know?
It tracks.
It does, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I really do. So kudos to you parents that are driving this.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Yeah, I do too.
But I'm not buying a cassette. Are you going to buy cassettes?
No, I'm not going
to. Do you want me to make you a mixtape?
Maybe we should actually make a mixtape. That would be kind of fun.
I totally still have cassette tapes.
I think. Well, I made Maddie a few. It was like mixtape love number 1.
Aww.
Anyway, it'd be actually really funny to play them.
I have
and
workout.
See what what songs are. I don't even know what songs are.
Yeah,
on them.
right. I have workout CDs and tapes still. I don't know why I still have them, but I do.
So we should
When I
get
was
we should
teaching.
get a boombox because boombox are making the comeback,
Oh my God.
and we should just go through and like kind of record. Maybe we should do that in the studio. That'd be
Oh my
so fun.
gosh. All right. I'm in. Hey, Kimmy, I'm
All right,
in. I mean,
well-
everybody's doing it. We got to be trendy.
I know. So you know what? Here's to you, and here's to what's old, which is not really us, but it's new. It's
What
new.
we
It's
did
old.
was old, and now it is
It's
new.
Yeah, I mean,
Full circle.
yeah. Full
I'm
circle.
here for it. Tell me what you think.
All right. We love you all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for following. Cheers.